I do. I honestly believe that in the years to come, ad2action will dominate the internet. I don't believe it will be a side benefit. I don't believe it's going to be a Yahoo or a Google. I believe it will be central to everything that's going on. It will be in all of the search engines. It will be everywhere. And one of the coolest things to me about what ad2action is doing, in addition to the amazing technology that they're putting in everybody's hands for a price that is insanely low, one of the amazing things is part of your process is inviting people to join your team, to be part of the expansion. That alone will create the biggest social network. I like to call them pro-social networks, professional social networks of people that will change the face of the internet. And who are the people that are going to change the face of the internet? Right now, they're the users. The average person out there can come to ad2action and join the new super Google. It's not a new Google saying, look at what we're becoming. It's a new Google saying, we are all in this together. Rather than being greedy and selling these products, these services, these tools, everything that you brought together, you could have easily sold for thousands of dollars, thousands per month. The logical business owner could look at these tools and would purchase them for thousands of dollars per month, and they would make a killing. You're going to the masses and you're saying, listen, we're not going to be greedy by trying to get the people that have got all the cash in their pockets right now. You're going to the masses and saying, you know, take a little bit of your budget out and invest in your future and be part of what we are going to be. We will be the future Google.
And we'll pay you for your efforts. Isn't that amazing?
We will pay you to succeed.
And you will actually get paid to grow that.
Now you sound, I mean, you speak.
Sorry, I've got to make a comment on that. Okay, I'm not sure, I want to phrase this the right way. You're giving someone the opportunity with ad2action to actually make money doing their marketing. And that is such a critical point to this entire thing that I think might get accidentally overlooked. You will make money doing your marketing. In other words, you're still selling your product, you're still engaged in your core business, you're still doing all of that, but the very tools that you're using to expand your business and to sell products, you're actually making money off of your marketing process. One of the things I've liked since speaking with you guys, I've known you for less than a week, and some of my ideas, the concepts that I think might work, rather than going, yeah, we'll send that to committee and it'll be out in a year, you're saying, hey, you know, we might, let's get on that. Let's make that happen. I love that dynamic. And if I'm going to build a business on any kind of product, if I can have that kind of dynamic in the background saying, hey, let's improve this, let's make it a little better, let's kick butt. I know I've got myself a technological team on the back end. I'm not paying them thousands of dollars per month to build my stuff in the first place, market it in the second place. It's already there. I'm paying my subscription, and they're doing everything they can to help me succeed. I still have to do my part.
Now it's interesting because here's something we feel is we call it's almost like a generation of an evolution within this industry where empowering people that may not understand or know and giving them opportunity per se on the internet. And that's when you talk about doing all this, why not go sell for thousands and so forth? It's because we want to have everybody in America, everybody in the world to have an opportunity to share their dreams, to share their products, to go out there and fulfill their passion. Mm-hmm. And you know, what else can happen if you do that? I mean, it's like, it's only good.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
well, you mentioned, I mean, the idea of being able to sell products that I know nothing about, as long as I research the industry properly, know that I have a market, and finding the product, connecting those two, which by the way was hard to do in the past. I don't know if you've ever tried to do drop shipping. You find a great industry, find someone who'll do the drop shipping for you. That was really hard to do in the past. Even if you knew where the market was, it was hard to get a good marriage there. You guys you're developing that out also. You're bringing all the pieces in for everybody. The idea, all right, okay, I want to go back to the idea of if I market, say I have a whole string of things that I'm marketing, you know what I'm really interested in? If you know who I am, I do workshops and seminars for parents of troubled kids and for educators, and I'm the author of a model of intervention that people think is phenomenal. That's really where my biggest passion is. That's my biggest passion, but you know what else? That's also what draws people to me. I can go and blog. I can go and get out there and say, here's who I am, this is what I'm all about, and by the way, if you're interested in some of these things that have everything to do with what I promote, go this direction to these landing pages. And by the way, I also have some interests over here. I happen to be a fisherman, and I have a landing page on fishing, and I'm also this, and I do this. I can use the fact that I breathe and that people like me and people like to listen to what I'm doing. I can continue doing the core of everything that I am and expand it still and make more money and succeed. We're not living in an era where everything's tightening up around us and we can't make money. We're living in an era where everything is expanding and we can succeed. All we have to do is want to.